Morning guys. Now in this one I'm going to be just doing a little bit more work to this project I'm building on. I just keep doing little bits and bobs to this, like just when and as. It's Axial SCX10. It was the Jeep Rubicon CRC edition. Now you'll see that in past videos. And a few weeks back I bought another which I took out to Spain. But the one which I took to Spain, I started taking some bits off this, like my front bumper, my worn winch, my winch controller, and a couple of little metal braces like for the rear cross member, front cross members, and a couple of other little bits. I took them off this and put them on that one which moved out to Spain to my mum's house. So I've got a pretty built up truck out there. So from taking the original CRC bumper off, I took the plastic one off that one, of course, and just popped it on here for now. Now I do have a 3 racing winch which I've had in my box for God knows how long, so I don't know why I just didn't put that on there. So anyway, either way I would have had to have ordered a new metal bumper. Now I was originally looking at the RC 4-wheel drive. I think it's the Tough Armour bumper, and it's pretty similar to this one from China. Now the last RC 4-wheel drive bumper I got from the SCX10 too. I got the JK, the stubby bumper, which is, it's got like, it hides the winch within it, and the quality of it was absolutely dreadful. It had bubbles in it. In fact, I'll leave a card in the corner there so you can see that stubby bumper video. But yeah, it had bubbles in it. The things didn't line up right. They were like ski whiffed, you know, the bars which come off to bolt to the side of the chassis rails. And like I say, the powder coating were bubbling inside it and stuff. And to be honest with you, for a £60 bumper, I thought that were pretty crap. But at the end of the day, it's RC 4-wheel drive. It's just got an American name, but the stuff's all made in China, so you get what you get at the end of the day. So this time I thought I ain't wasting that kind of money on an RC 4-wheel drive bumper. I thought I'd give one of these Chinese things a little go. Now I think this cost me £10.99 compared to the like £59.99 that my RC 4-wheel drive one cost. And I think the RC 4-wheel drive one that we're looking at also is around the same price. So that is one hell of a dramatic saving. Now on this I've already got like the Chinese links. Oops. But that's all on that. I just wanted to swap out them plastic crappy things. And also on this one I've also replaced the front from the Y link to the 4 link. Now eventually I will get the RC 4-wheel drive rock crawler link package that you can get. There's me calling them, and then I'm on about getting the next products from them. But no, I genuinely were disappointed with that bumper. I don't know, I just thought the quality were a bit poor for the price. So this one. Now this looks nice. It's not quite as solid as the RC 4-wheel drive because they do use like a thicker layer of metal, if you will. They're moulded quietly thicker and a bit more solid cast than the Chinese. But there is no bubbling or blemishes to that. And in there it comes with a couple of LEDs to pop in there, and it looks like you have options as to how you would like to mount it, whether you would like to mount it down the side of the chassis rails, or whether you have the holes in your front cross member where you put the pins through and lock it in that way. So there's a couple of options there to suit your truck on how you'd like to mount it. They will fit a whole range of trucks. One thing with this, I could have sworn I ordered it in black and not like a gunmetal grey, but it's not an issue whatsoever. It's not the end of the world. There's the LEDs for the front lights. Now I do have LEDs on this bumper on this Axial light kit here, So I'll see what I can work with in regards to that. Like I say, I'm in no rush with this truck. This is just something I'm just slowly building up. I've got plenty of other crawlers to be getting on with, and I've got plenty of other crawlers that are in bits and need rebuilding and servicing, but I have a few for now that will keep me going while I'm building up some new ones and building up some old ones. So yeah, in this I'm just going to install the free racing winch. So now it's just a case really of deciding how we're going to fit this onto the chassis, whether we're going that route or whether we're going that route. Now looking at this and the stuff I've already got on there, I may as well just pop it into these holes here, because like I say, I've got this battery tray and everything which comes up on here. But we'll see anyway. I'm just going to dismantle this now. So the width of both the bumpers are the same, which I really like, because I'm doing one of these Jeep hard bodies here, and I don't like it when it really comes out from the sides. So yeah, that's actually perfect for what I'm looking for. Hence why I wanted the Tough Armour RC 4-wheel drive one originally. Now this one is slightly narrower, which isn't a bad thing, because it's just that little bit more clearance, and it does sit a little lower than the other one. It comes with some hoops and stuff like that, shackles. So what I will do is I'll probably undo those and pop a bit of thread lock onto there, because they have a habit of wiggling loose. So I'm probably just going to go with this method for now, using those. Quite a nice looking little bit of kit. The winch, now actually looking at them holes, they look like they've been drilled too much to one side, because that bit there is catching there. Now if you look here, between that lip and that hole to that lip and that hole, it looks like the winch plate holes have been drilled slightly too much that way, to the left if you will, which is causing this to catch just. So I can sort this at some point when I can be bothered. At the minute I've just popped it through them holes. I was just going to replace put spotlights in them holes, but now I can actually see what the issue is. Now it's under a bit of light, so I'm just going to have to re-drill and tap the holes a little bit more to the other side, either side of it, and that way I can bring it up front, and then I can get the bumper to sit flush against the body. But for a tenner, I ain't really going to complain. It's still going to do the job. But yeah, like I say, that's the only issue really. So it's just a case of shifting them holes up and hey presto. So there it is installed, and for £10 I'm pretty happy with it. The RC 4-wheel drive, yeah, it would be a better made bumper with it being more solid and the holes would line up better, but after my last experience for the price, I thought I'd give this a try, and yeah, I can't really knock it. It looks alright, and at the end of the day it's on the front of a truck. It's going to get bashed, knocked and everything. My RC 4-wheel drive one now looks absolutely battered. But no, it's a cheap modification, looks the part, and I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, if you're after a cheap bumper for your SCX10s, your TRX4s, whatever you're running, and just have a look at some Chinese shops on eBay. You can find UK suppliers which stock the Chinese stuff. It will cost a little more, maybe a couple of pound more, because you're paying for the convenience of getting it the next day or the next couple of days, what have you. But no, it's solid enough, looks good enough. It's kind of what I'm after for my Jeep. It will look better once I've moved the winch forward and I can put the bumper more flush with the body, but for a tenner, nah, I kind of like it. So if you like that video and you want to see more videos like this where I'm doing odd budget bits, like cheaper stuff on RC, rather than the all expensive truck stuff all the time, because I love my crawling just as much as I love the trucks, so I don't know, it'd be nice to share a lot more of this stuff with you. After all, I've got plenty of this to be getting on with. So I'm going to wrap that video up there. That's basically that bumper. The original. At some point, like I say, I'll get on, I'll do them little jobs, and I think the next big job for this actual truck is to start getting this body done. Now, I have had to cut it out to go around my gearbox and stuff because I don't want it sat too high on a truck where it looks stupid. I want it sunk nice and low. So that's pretty much ready, and I'm just going to plaster dip that in a black for anyone that's interested. I was going to go and do a fancy paint job with it and stuff, but what's the point on a crawler? It's going to get knocked and bashed on rocks and stuff like that. So I thought just a simple plain matte black. I thought matte black. A couple of my mates went do it matte black, so that answered that question for me at the end of the day. Thanks for watching. Do feel free to like, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and most of all, when you subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay notified. Ciao for now, guys.